Welcome back to Patrick's Parabox. I was not expecting to do this many episodes about this game, but it has captured my imagination, and I'm kind of left curious at the end of each section. I really want to know what the next section is going to introduce. So this one is called Transfer, and the first thing I've noticed in this area is that it's got more exits than it seems like it should have. What? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Have they all had this? Oh, okay. So that is just a way to review other levels, but what about this? Okay, so it's just another exit. What happens if I go down? Nothing. Okay, I thought that maybe the shape of this level was going to be a clue about how it works, and maybe it still is, but I guess we're going to have to get into the puzzles to figure it out. Okay, so... Oh. Okay. So I think what transfer means is if you line up two blocks next to each other, then you can... Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Then you can switch between them as long as the other block is braced. If the block isn't braced, then you just push it. Have they really not given me... Until now, have they not given me an opportunity to do this? Interesting. Okay, so this one has the problem where I don't have a way in. Or do I? Ooh, I do. Okay, I was going to say, so I don't have an easy way into the blue one. But I think I actually do have a way in, which is to push that in there. Push it down here. Get inside, push it out. And normally, if I moved to the left from here, I would just push the green block away. But since it's braced in this tiny space, I just go inside. Hey there, Utini and Plague Bag. Good to see the both of you. Okay, again, really similar stuff. Okay, so if I... So it looks like I'm going to need to somehow start in the green one. Right, okay, yeah. I need to start in the green one. Push out a copy of the blue one. And push it into a space where it's braced so that I can reverse. So I think that looks like this. So it's braced against that island. So now I can come in here. Okay. Not too bad so far. Reppy the Unicorn says thinking is too hard on a Friday. Yeah, so I've technically had the week off of work, but this actually turned out to be one of the most hectic weeks for my kids' school. So I'm not as relaxed right now as I kind of expected to be. Okay, so now I need to, it looks like, start inside the blue one, push the green one out of the blue one, and then arrive in the green one. But I need to construct a space. Right, okay, yeah. So I need to construct a space where that set of moves is possible using the yellow blocks. So I think what that looks like is this. It would be interesting if they tracked how many moves I made, so I could, like, try to maximize my efficiency, like replay a level, replay a puzzle, and see if I can figure out the quickest way to get it done. All right, so here's a hard variation of those rules. Okay, so I'm going to need... Interesting. So I'm going to need to enter the green one from below, travel through the blue one, and then end up back in the green one again. And it means that they're going to both need to be braced, and the green one needs to be enterable from the bottom. So I think the place in the level that supports that is right here. So I think if we line that up like this, then I can go up, and then it's also braced to the left, and it's braced to the right. Okay, there we go. Next section. Okay, so we've got... I mean, Oh. Right. Okay. So I just need to get any block over here and myself over here, but the problem is getting these guys off the wall. Oh, that won't be bad. Okay, I just put that guy in, and then I travel through this guy, and it's braced to the left, so I just switch, but it's not braced to the right, so I push it out. And then... Okay, then I need to get both of these... Interesting. Okay. So... These two blocks will join to each other, but they'll also join up this way. And I need to push the yellow blocks onto their destination. So I can definitely do it this direction without losing either of the blocks. And then I think I just need to line this up. Now that I've already done one of them, I don't need to make them, I don't need them to recover. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. Ultra hard ones now. Okay, so I have to get inside here, but I can't. So, I don't think this will be too bad. I just need to brace the blue one on what... Oh, nope, that will be bad. Right, I can't brace it because it can gobble things up. Okay. Oh, no, okay, so I just need to brace it on the right side, not below. I need to brace it on the right side. Okay, so I think this is correct. So it doesn't... I think if I had just pushed it without the yellow blocks in there, it would have just eaten the green one. But I needed it to not eat the green one. And this one, okay, so I've got two little ones I have to push in. And I've got this blue one. Okay, so... Okay, so I think I need to do this so that I can push this one in. But before I do that, I need to push that out so I can reuse it. Because once I've left that area, that gets harder. So, and then again, I think I just need to do the same thing again in another direction. So yeah, so the real puzzle was realizing that I needed to rescue the yellow one that's in the cross right now. I needed to rescue that one so I could reuse it in a different direction. And what are you? Okay, so it looks like I've got a tool here that theoretically... Oh, right, I can only enter it from the top. Okay. I can only enter the blue one from the top. The green one needs to be recoverable, which means I can't just brace it against the outer wall. So I have to brace the green one against a crate and the blue one against a crate. And then I need to do it again in the opposite direction. Oh, but now I don't... Oh, but I don't need the crate for the second one because now the green one, now that I've used the green one, it doesn't have to be recoverable anymore. I've already done one side of the green one. This is the last thing I need to do with it, so it doesn't need the crate. Because the crate was just to make it so that I could reverse it again. Okay, cool. Got it. Hey there, Rosenberg. Okay, that was that. Now what are we going to learn? Okay, we've got one inside the other. And what does that mean? Okay, so... we're going to need to... Nope. Well, I'm already inside. What am I doing? Why was I trying to enter this one? I'm already in it. I just need to push. That's all I have to do. Okay. So let's do the same thing. Brace it, push it down, and then just enter it. Oh, that's weird. Okay. So again, oh, we've got a clone now. Ugh, okay. So, all right. So if I emerge, I'm going to emerge from the real one. The real one is a darker colored one. So, I think this will work. Oh, this is weird. Okay. So, now I've got... I mean, is it as... It's not as simple as this, because even though I can go out this way, I'm just going to push the block if I go there. Does that mean... I'm trying to think where I can do this. Where can I brace on the right side? I think... Huh. Because, like, I could imagine somehow making that work. But I don't know how I would get there exactly. Because, yeah, I could do that. But now I'm just going to push this out. If I had a too wide space I could shove them both into, this would just obviously work, but that's a problem I've solved before. So how will it be possible for me to move from the green one to the blue one without pushing the blue one? I think that only works if the blue is braced against something. But what could it be braced against? It could be braced against this back wall. That if it's braced against the back wall, how do I move into the green from the blue one? How do I get there? Oh, so this is just a random intuition. Does anything change if the entire thing is inside? Trying to think. Okay, so the only way I can enter the destination zone is if it's joined to this green thing. So yeah, I can't think of another way to make anything enter either the top entrance or the bottom entrance of this blue block. Nothing can go in there unless it's coming from the green. Because otherwise, we learned in the center section that I will only, if I'm larger than the thing, I will only enter through a center, through an opening in the center. I'll never enter it through the top or the bottom. So, like, part of me was thinking, like, is there a way to, like, shove this up here and, like, move it one more to the left or something, and then get this guy out of it? But is there a way to get the green thing inside the destination zone and then step out of it? I don't think so. I'm just trying to... Like, if there was some way... Yeah, because the... Like, I've just got the sense that, like, I could... Is there a way to just push this out into... If anybody's got any ideas, I'm open to them. I was feeling very clever in the beginning of this section, but I'm feeling a lot less clever now. So if I push this direction, again, it eats it. And now I just can't get in at all, so that's a dead end. Or, no, wait, it's not a dead end. Because I can get in there from here. Oh! Okay! There's definitely something, there is something there. Okay, so if I push this inside like that, that means that if I leave to the left, I'm going to arrive in the green one. And then I can push this out into a position that I know is braced and then go to the exit. Ah! Man, okay. So, this one looks complicated. Okay, so this one right here is recursive. This is the one that I'm in. This is the one I am not in, that I need to get in. But I can't get into it except by leaving my current place. So let's say I did this. Then I can come in here. And I can get myself up in here just fine. And I can push this thing around. But the problem is, I need to somehow be inside this yellow thing. Already. Okay, so so somehow I need to push this yellow thing in here. And then I need to emerge from the yellow thing going up. Which means that I think that this green level needs to somehow be inside the yellow level. Which means I think if I put the blue level inside, if I put the blue box inside the yellow box, then I'll be able to exit the green box, then exit the blue box and be inside the yellow box once it's there. The question is how to get the blue box inside the yellow box. If the yellow box leaves, if it leaves the green box, I don't know if I'm ever getting it back in. Because the green box has all of its exits covered. Well, let's try it. Let's get it out of here. Actually, wait. Let's do a better job of that. So maybe I shouldn't push it out the same direction. Oh, wait a minute. What did I just... Was that something I wanted to do? I don't think it was. What did I do before? Oh, that's right. That's right. I just left. Nope. That's right. I arranged them like this, and then I just left. And so now I've got this. Let's push it down. And then let's see if we can get the blue one inside the yellow one. Okay, blue is now inside yellow. And now I'm inside the blue, but I can just leave the blue. Now I'm in the yellow, and I can go in here. Okay, that's great. What I actually need to do, though, is get the yellow inside the green. And that seems problematic. So the yellow needed to have the blue inside of it. That's important. Do I need to put the blue? I can't put... No, the whole point of having the blue inside the yellow is because I could back out through it. Yes. JG, it looks very confused. Okay, so I can just keep emerging from this forever, which is kind of fun. But I mean, if I push the blue into... If I push the blue in here... The green is still in... That doesn't stop the green from being inside the blue. The green is still inside the blue. I push the yellow out. But now the blue's not inside the yellow. But it still could be. Huh. Somebody's knocking at my door. Let me see what that is. Just a second. All right, one of my kids just had a question. Let's get back to this. Okay, so I think I figured out that if I can get the blue into the yellow, which I think, is that what will happen if I do this? That this will work. So, okay, so I put the yellow there. Now I emerge from the green into the blue, from the blue into the yellow, and from the yellow into the green. Holy crap. All right. That was impressive. Okay, now I've done enough to open the gate to the next area, but we are not done. All right, so I've got a clone. So, okay, I can enter the clone. Oh, okay, I think... All right, so if I enter the clone, what I'll actually be doing is entering the original, and then I can emerge from the original. So I just enter the clone and emerge from the original. There we go. That's drawing on the clone stuff from the previous episode. Okay, wait. What? Okay, so I enter this clone, and that means that I am... Oh, this is Pac-Man, is what this is. So I just need to, like... They've set this thing up to be like a Pac-Man level. With just a bunch of clones braced. Oh, interesting. Okay, here's the same idea again, only... Oh, only we're in the corner this time. Huh. So... Okay. So I guess I can push this thing up, right? And I can push it left. But how do I get it? Because I'm in the bottom right corner, I can't just push it down into the top right corner. So I'm assuming it has to go around this corner, but is there some other way to think about it? Because, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, this little corner inside of it has to have some value, right? Oh, what am I talking about? Of course, I can push it this way. Of course I can. And then it's braced against a wall, so I can use the corner to do that. Wow, okay. That was crazy. Time for some hard ones. Oh, what? Okay. So... I just need to go back and forth multiple times. Okay, I need to go in a spiral. So I can only... So the way that clones work, if you didn't watch the previous episode, the way that clones work is these top three, the two on the left are both clones of the one on the right. Here, the one on the left is a clone of the one on the right. When you enter a clone, you actually enter, you don't actually go into the clone, you go into the original, and then you can only emerge from the original. So that means I need to enter some version of the blue from the bottom middle, and then emerge from the blue into some version of the green, and then emerge from the green back into the blue. So it feels like, number one, I'm going to be first entering a clone, and then emerging from the original. But since I have to emerge from the original, I could enter a clone of the green one, except that wouldn't work because then I would need to emerge from the green one. And I want to emerge from... Yeah, like it feels like I'm going to need that, right? So I can come up here and I can go down there. But then when I pop up again, I'm going to push that away. And there aren't enough pieces for me to brace this in any way. I'm just trying to think what... Okay, so if I did this... Oh, right! Oh, of course. I get it now. Yes. My final move doesn't have to be entering the actual original blue one. I can enter a clone of the blue one, and that's just as good. So now I enter the clone, which actually puts me in the original. I enter another clone, which actually puts me in the original. I enter another clone, puts me in the original, and I'm out. I hope that made sense to viewers. Okay. Oh, and now there's another step. Okay. So where can I enter? Okay, I can enter the blue one from the top. So I'm going to enter the blue one from the top. That's going to send me through the little U-shaped hole. And then I'm going to need to emerge. I'm going to need to emerge into something like this. Okay, so I think I'm making a mistake right now. I don't know what the mistake is yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm making a mistake. So I'm going to need to emerge into the green. And then the green is going to need to put me back into the blue. So I think... Actually, I'm still coming to the blue from above, so I think it can still be this. I'm entering the blue twice from above, and so both can happen here. Oh, no, they can't, because I need to have one open. Never mind. So, okay. So this is my open one. This is the one I'm going to start in. I'm going to go down into this. Okay, so far this all works. Then I need to come out from... Okay. Okay, I have not... Luckily, I did not make a mistake. I think what I have to do is this. Okay, I think I've constructed a working maze. So I'm going to go down into this one, go through the U, emerge from the U into this green one, which basically teleports me here. I go through this one, I go down into the blue, which brings me up here. I go through the blue into the fake yellow, which actually puts me here, and I go into the blue again. I think that's how this works. So let's try it. Do 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 do. Yes. Okay. And now we've got these. So it looks like I can enter Which, if any of these, can I enter? Oh, it's the green one. No, is it? Are these green ones all the same? No, it's the blue one. It's the blue one on the left side. Okay, so with the left side of the blue one. All right, so let's just reserve that. So, okay, I go through left side of blue. I'm probably going to have to brace against one of these corners, though, so I might have to redo this once I figure it all out. So I need to go in through blue, into the left side of blue. Then I'll have to come down from the original into probably a clone. So let's just say I'm doing this in the clone, and then I'm going to need to go up again from the original into another clone. I'll need to do that. And then, okay. Okay, so this kind of works so far. I go in through here. I go down here. I go up here. But I think at this point, I push. Okay, so yeah, so this is the most problematic part here. Where I need to go... Basically, I need to emerge from the green going up, and then emerge from the same green going down. So this one needs to be sandwiched. In a way, like this green one needs to be sandwiched in a way that is going to be difficult in this setting. Though, okay, so let's say that, let's say that I do this. Again, this is one of those cases where it's like I'm following a non-verbal instinct in my brain right now. Like I have not actually explained to myself how this works. Oh, and it doesn't work yet. No, okay, this doesn't work yet. So, okay. Here's the way to think about it. So, every time I emerge from a blue or a green, it has to be from the original. And so, I have to emerge from the bottom of this blue, going down from the left side, and I also have to emerge from the top, going up. So that means that both the blue and the green have to be sandwiched on both sides. When I emerge from the top of the blue, it has to be into this one. When I emerge from the bottom of the blue and the top of the green, it needs to be this one. And when I emerge from the bottom of the green, it has to be this one. So this is correct in theory. Now the problem is, like if I can get into a blue, then we're home free. Because if I follow this path, this will take me throughout the entire course. The problem is I can't enter a blue. Because none of them are braced from the right side. Steve-O, you better not be watching me from your date. I think you invented that date. So, is there a way to start with these out of position and then push one into position? Is there a way... all the entrances and exits, except for the initial one, they're all vertical. They're all in the tops and bottoms. And so I can't, like, turn this thing sideways or anything like that. Dang, I've almost got this. I almost have this. What am I missing? I'm trying to... Because, like, I mean, I've got this one extra green. I'm not sure what that's about. I am entering this green twice. I'm going down into it. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Okay, so they misled me with the initial setup. So the initial setup has blue on top and green on the bottom. I think that's wrong. I think I need green on top and blue on the bottom because I need an extra blue in order to be able to get started. And so having the blues on the outside means that I have an extra green that I can't use. So what I need to do is flip these. So I need to have, this is going to be complicated, I need to have green on top and blue on the bottom. So blue is here. Green is, no, green is here. So I'm sort of doing this now, like, I kind of figured out theoretically in my head how this is supposed to work, and I'm just putting things vaguely in the right position. Okay, I think, just having done this by my gut, by the seat of my pants, I think if I enter this now from the right and follow it, I'll end up at the destination. Let's see if this works. Do. Oh, it's weird when I emerge into the same one. Ta-da! Holy crap! That was crazy. Let's save these blue ones for last. Okay. So now, I don't have any context. I'm deep inside something here. So are the green one above me and the green one to the right of me the same green one? Are they two different green ones? Two different green ones. We're all wedged in here. So... Oh, this one's huge. Oh, but if I push this out again, it shrinks down, into the middle. Oh, that's strange. Okay, yeah. So I push this and it grows that way. But if I come around and push it in again, it comes through the... So we're taking basically the idea from the center section. Oh, weird. Okay. And applying it at the same time as transfer. So this is where center and transfer come together. Okay. So now... I need to figure out how big these are. Okay, so these are... Okay. I think I know what I need to do. I think that needs to be there. I think... Will I enter? Nope. Okay. I think that needs to be there, and this needs to be here. Nope. Okay, I somehow need to be inside this yellow one and exit it from the top. I think. That means this needs to be on the bottom. That's... Okay, so... As always, the initial placement is misleading. They're treating it like... They put that green one near the upper left corner on purpose so that I would need to come up with the solution that involved putting it in the bottom left corner. I like how they do that, actually. It's like, because they try to make it unlikely that your first instinctive choice is going to be right. Because if your first instinctive choice is right by accident, then the puzzle kind of breaks down because you're not learning the right lessons from the puzzle. You just think something worked magically, and you don't have to think through the reasons why it worked. And so they're trying to deliberately set it up. Oh, weird! It's all skewed. They're trying to deliberately set it up so that you have to understand each step. Okay, so I can come in here, I guess. Why does that work? Okay, so I've got 6 boxes. Do I have only 3 destinations? I think I only have 3 destinations. So when I move in here, I get slightly smaller. Okay, so I can separate these. Oops. Oops. Okay, so it's actually 3 destinations. So yeah, so I can separate those. Get them into the right places, but then I still need to get 1 down in here. Man, I'm going to have trouble understanding what the rule for skewing these things is. Oh, I can't get out the other way. Oh, why? Because the center is blocked. If the center is blocked, I can't go that way. So when you're following so this one, the center of my character is facing an entrance in both directions. On this side, the center of my character is facing a direction going down, but it's facing an obstacle going up. I can't go back. So, okay, so this is like that one puzzle that I think that Ian helped me solve. The reason I've got 3 crates here is so that I can push 1 crate all the way to the bottom without actually going in that entrance. Because if I go in that entrance, I'm stuck, just like in that other puzzle from last episode. So I need to push them all down together like that to get this one out again. And once this one is out, I can push it here, and then I can pop out like that. Oh, weird. Okay, so everybody's in place, and now I just need to put myself away. So it's actually, I think it's actually a pretty simple rule. They just, you enter the cell that your center is pointed at. But then it just gets really complicated afterwards. Okay, so what size is each of these? So this is 3 by 3. Oh, it's a clone. Okay, so I can always enter this blue one from the bottom. Good to know. How big is the... No. How big is the yellow one? Also 3 by 3. So it looks like I need to line up the blue and the yellow. Right. No, wait. No, this is fine. Let's just back it up a little bit. I need it here. And then here. And then I line these up. And then I enter the blue from below. And I go in. Okay. So now I've got an elaborate yellow one where the scale is crazy. So I think I need to make the green one smaller relative to the yellow one, probably by putting it into the blue one. So, like, I think I need to do that. And then, do I need to back that up like this? And then do this? Part of me expected that to be harder, but I guess, yeah, whatever. Let's do this one. Okay. So I've got a yellow brick, but no destination for it. I'm the only one with a destination. But I need to get, in a 5 by 5 one, I need to enter in the second one down on one side or another. And so if I put... I mean, if I braced this against one of these... These aren't clones of each other, right? They're all just separate, similar ones? I think so. Yeah. So, if one of these was... So I somehow need to be able to get inside of this blue one while it's already lined up with this green one. Like if I, right now, could snap my fingers and be inside the blue one, then I've got it. But how do I do that? Now, if the blue one was larger than the green one, if they were next to each other in a way, like, for instance, I'm just going to start making crap up here. So, if it was like... If it was like that, right? And then I could get inside the... This isn't quite working for me. Yeah, because I was imagining something kind of like... I don't know. Oops. This is all garbage. Okay, yeah, so if I could push this one out again and then get into it, that would be great. But what I would need to do is it would need to be braced. Like, and unfortunately, it looks like I don't have enough pieces to brace it. Right? Like, I theoretically could do this, right? Push it out again. But then I can't get into it. So, what am I missing? Of course, wait a minute. I could also push a green one out of a blue one against a wall. Yeah, like if the green one... If the green one magically came out and then was braced against something, that's what I have to do. Okay. Okay, so I need to have a solid wall. Okay, so I need to make a series of these that cannot go into each other, so that I can brace. All right, hold on. I'm making stuff up right now. This is probably not making any sense. So, Yashi, yeah, this does kind of remind me of the pedestrian too. You're right. Okay, so there's an order of these that makes sense. This is not it. So if I do this, and then this, and then this, and then I put... Oh, let's put the green one inside. Then put this one here. Okay, I think this is my answer. So now I push this one out, and I get into it, and it's braced against this side, so that lets me in, and then I can go. Okay, crazy. No, don't get in there again. Dang it. Stop it. Okay, so I'm almost out of time. We've still got the blue ones. Let's try at least one blue one. I might have to cut the live episode short and finish it later, like I did last time. Okay, so I've got two pinkies and Oh, weird. These two are both inside of each other. They have clones inside of each other. And so if I put these two in the centers, then I can emerge here, push this one out, and then I can emerge here and push that one out. There we go. Beautiful. So Razor wants to know if they can ask a State of Decay question. I mean, go ahead and ask. I'll let you know if I feel like answering. Okay. What? Okay, this one looks like it's doesn't have a center. Which side do I emerge in? The right side. Okay. This one? Is it always the right side and the top side? Huh. So if I push this out, then push it back in again, it comes in on the right side. Okay, so this one is almost solvable, but not quite. Holy crap! It takes so much! Okay, so similarly, if I push this one out, it comes out, and then it will come in on that side. But so will I. And then I push it down. Weird. Okay, so it's always the top side or the right side that these guys come in on when it's even. All right, so now I've got to get 4 of these into this thing. So it comes in on the top. This one should come in on the right. Okay. Oh, whoop, I didn't mean... Okay. I'm just learning how it works right now. So those both go in on the right. And this one goes in there. But what I actually want is something more like this. Okay, so let's do the same thing. Let's cover our right side. And then let's get this one in. Oh no. Let's get this one in. Oh, now they're both in there. Does that work? Maybe that's... Is that fine? I think it's not fine. Oh my gosh. No, it is fine. Ish. But now I'm... Oh, but it's fine. I can push this one out, and when I push it back in again... Okay, that was just haphazard nonsense. I was just screwing around until that kind of worked. That was magical. And now I'm out of time. So let's see what the next level is called. This is called Open. I don't know what that's going to mean. I'm looking forward to finding out. But let's have a look. Okay, so Razor X06 has a question. They say, I love the game, but it can be quite stressful at times. What are your thoughts on permadeath, and why do you feel it's a crucial part of State of Decay? That is kind of a good question. Like, if we did a version, we talk about this all the time, because, there are people who are put off from State of Decay by permadeath specifically. And we're like, could we have a broader audience if we removed permadeath? And possibly, so there's definitely, I think there's people who would like State of Decay more if it did not have permadeath. But I think there might be more people who like the game less if it didn't have permadeath. Because I think what permadeath adds, it adds a sense of danger to the game, where it's like when you feel like you're getting in trouble, you're not like you if you've watched me playing Tunic, for instance, and I'm playing a boss battle again and again and again. And you'll see if I make like one mistake early on in the boss battle, I'll throw up my hands like, oh, whatever, just let the boss kill me. I've screwed up. I might as well just try again. And I treat my own death as very cheap. And I think the emotional experience we're going after in State of Decay is one where, you want to feel a lot of anxiety around the loss of human beings. It's like that feels like, like, how am I going to keep these people alive is like a huge part of the of sort of the emotional experience that we're trying to recreate. Because that's like when you're watching a zombie movie, for instance, it's that anxiety. There's only a few of us left. How are we going to survive? If we lose one person, it's catastrophic. That feeling that people have, that fear of loss, is such a huge part of the fantasy. It's such a huge part of the experience that you're trying to recreate, that I think that if we remove permadeath from the game, I think that we wouldn't really be simulating the experience that I think a lot of people are coming to the game for. So there's a lot of zombie games out there where, like say Left 4 Dead, for instance, where life is really cheap. And you just die a bunch of times and it's fine. You emerge from a closet later. You play a new round later with the same characters. It's okay. And so like if someone is looking for that kind of experience, there's lots of places they can get it. But I think one of the reasons that State of Decay is special is because it actually does try to recreate that emotional experience of like, oh no, there's suspense now. Like I'm my health is very low. Zombies are coming after me. I don't know how I'm going to escape. I could die permanently, and there's nothing I can do to just undo this if it goes wrong. I have to solve it now. That sense of sort of the crucialness of each decision, of each moment during those like near death sequences is a really, really important part of the emotional experience of the zombie genre that we're trying to recreate. And if it was just like, oh, I'll just get the character back, then that experience goes away. So I think that State of Decay is deliberately trying to create something that a typical video game that has, reloads or respawns or something like that can't do. But that comes at the cost of some people just not being comfortable with the level of stress that we kick in. And so it's one of those weird trade-off things where it's like, that, there's an underserved audience that wants to have this kind of game with permadeath. And so you provide the game for them, but at the same time, that you're probably losing audience members who were not looking for that kind of experience. You have to figure out sort of where the balance is. And I think that, one thing that might make sense for us to do sometime in the future is to try to maybe make have there be maybe more warning or more opportunities to prevent a permadeath, and then let players, with the, like right now, death is death. Even at the easiest difficulty level and at the hardest difficulty level, death is pretty much the same. But I could imagine us doing a version of this where there's a lot more cushion on the potential for death, and then we reduce that cushion with the difficulty level, so that players who are looking for sudden deaths taking them by surprise can still play at a higher difficulty level and get that experience, whereas players who really don't want to be as stressed out by death could maybe have more leeway before the death actually happens. And so we don't really provide that in State of Decay 2. I could see that being something that we could consider sometime later in the franchise. So again, I want to reiterate, I am not describing a thing that we're actually specifically doing in State of Decay 3. People, now that people know I'm on the State of Decay 3 team, it's dangerous for me to talk about potential ideas for the future because it sounds like I'm just revealing things about State of Decay 3, and I am not. I am just describing hypotheticals. I'm just solving the problem live with you as we're talking. So this is like, it's tough because, when you're a designer, the first thing you want to do when somebody asks a question like that is just jump in and start trying to solve it, because it's a fun brainstorming experiment. Like it's why I love my job, because solving those kinds of problems is so much fun. But I have to be careful, because when we're talking about a growing franchise that has unannounced games, it's very easy for me just brainstorming off the top of my head to sound like I'm revealing secrets. So I just want to make it really super clear that is not what I'm doing. In case anybody wants to just, thinks that they're going to take this and run with it and try to turn it into some kind of revelation. It's not. But that's how I think about it. So I hope that was useful to you, Razor X06. Oh yeah, so Razor X06 says that, they're very empathetic. They like really connect with their characters, and as a result, losing a character feels like a much harsher loss to them than it might to other players. So yeah, that you are the kind of player where if we were to come up with some kind of system like that, like I was talking about, you might be the audience, exactly the audience we'd be thinking of. Somebody who wants to find some way to to maybe retain some of that emotional investment that you get from the sort of the level of suspense that permadeath offers, but not have it happen so readily that you're going to suffer that kind of traumatic loss experience so often, or yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. So, okay, I think that's probably enough. And actually, I've got to leave in just a couple minutes to take my kid to school. So we need to get out of here. Thank you all for hanging out with me. This is a lot of fun. I love Patrick's Paradox? It's called Patrick's Parabox. I love Patrick's Parabox. It's a great game. I would not be surprised if I end up playing this entire game on the stream. But, I think the experience of trying to solve these problems yourself is so good. I really would encourage anybody who likes these videos to go out and get the game themselves and go back through it and solve them again. I think if I went back through it again, I would probably have forgotten half of the solutions to these puzzles, and it would still be fun to try to solve them all over again. Yeah, so Razor says that when they're dealing with permadeath, sometimes they try to close down the console really fast, get out of the game, and hope that they've missed the sort of the quick save that we do when you die. So if you see, like, once the animation that kills you starts, I think we've already saved and that you've died. And so I think that if you can see your death coming, but it hasn't happened yet, the Juggernaut has not grabbed you yet, the Feral hasn't bitten you yet, then you can probably prevent the death by just quitting out and coming back fresh. But once that animation with the enemy starts, the death is locked in. And we've already saved and everything. So yeah, so there's your advice there. But I should go. So there's a subscribe button for people watching later on YouTube. I'm probably going to play more Patrick's Parabox, and when I do, I'll put a link right there for you so you can keep following along.